May 8th, giving ourselves what we deserve. I worked at a good job, making a decent salary. I'd been recovering for years. Each morning I got into my car and I thanked God for the car. The heater didn't work, and the chance of our car not starting was almost as great as the chance that it would. I just kept suffering through and thanking God. One day it occurred to me that there was absolutely no good reason I couldn't buy myself a new car. That moment, if I wanted one. I had been gratituding myself into unnecessary deprivation and martyrdom. I bought the new car that day. Often, our instinctive reaction to something we want or need is, no, I can't afford it. The question we can learn to ask ourselves is, but can I? Many of us have learned to habitually deprive ourselves of anything we might want, and often things we need. Sometimes we can misuse the concept of gratitude to keep ourselves unnecessarily deprived. Gratitude for what we have is an important recovery concept. So is believing we deserve the best and making an effort to stop depriving ourselves and start treating ourselves well. There's nothing wrong with buying ourselves what we want when we can afford to do that. Learn to trust and listen to yourself about what you want. There's nothing wrong with buying yourself a treat, buying yourself something new. There are times when it is good to wait. There are times when we legitimately cannot afford a luxury, but there are many times when we can. Today, I will combine the principles of gratitude for what I have with the belief that I deserve the best. If there is no good reason to deprive myself, I won't. I'm Herb the Addictaholic. This is the language of letting go. And I've been stuck in that, deprivation due to gratitude. It's kind of a contradiction. It's kind of funny. But I think, it's necessary to be grateful. But it's also as necessary to strive for more. People don't want to be materialistic and, we don't need all these things. And I agree a lot with that. But on the same token, those material things do exist and people are going to buy them whether or not you do, and if there's something that you want that it's not going to hurt you or others, by all means, like we live one life, we might as well make the best of it and enjoy it, so if there's this cool coffee maker or, a stereo system because you're an audiophile and you love really clean sounds, like by all means, get it. Otherwise it's going to sit in a box on a store shelf and it's still going to exist. It's still already manufactured. You're not going to stop the manufacturing machine, at least not right away. You know what I mean? Personally, I could revert back to the days of, how the Native Americans lived off the land, and I think I would be pretty happy with very little that way. But on the same token, I'm like, the stuff is here, that 4x4, vehicle is here, those dirt bikes are here, so I'm gonna ride them, but only if it doesn't hurt me or others, if it's not a detriment to our finances and all the necessities are taken care of course, but I do feel more like I deserve these things, not like I am, it's earned, and not in an entitled way is what I mean to say. So deserved, yes, because we all deserve the best, all of us, but not in an entitled way, like only I deserve it, if that makes sense. Anyways, thank you guys for coming out. I hope to see you tomorrow. Keep coming back. It works if you work it.